Hey, good morning, guys. Now time for the Okeechobee Fishing Report. Got to do a lot of fishing yesterday. Put in at Harney Pond, went all the way to Tin House. Man, the whole north end of the lake is gin clear. Folks, you see beds, bluegill. I mean, it's just incredible how clear that water is. So, for all the people that have ODS, Okeechobee Derangement Syndrome, I'm telling you, they should come here and go, look, I've never seen miles and miles and miles of the most pristine, clear water on Lake Okeechobee. I don't think I've ever seen it that clear for that many areas. I mean, it's just incredible. And you know, the funny thing is, some of the areas that were really good last year and stayed clean, they're the dingiest part of the lake right now. So, anyway, the shrimp grass in one of the areas was really good. It was up toward the Worm Cove area, and the further you got back toward Tin House, eelgrass. Now, most of the fish that we caught yesterday, let me tell you, I learned something by fishing with these other guys in their boats. I get in the back of their boat and watch them fish. I take them to some areas I think are going to be good, and I watch them. Of course, I'll fish a little bit too. I'll fish out of the back of the boat, and I threw some stuff. Folks, these guys caught them better than I caught them. And we talked to some folks that was having a tough time, that was struggling out there. But these guys that was with me yesterday, the first one they caught was about 4.5. Then they caught another 4-pounder. Then they caught some 2-pounders, 2.5 pounds. Some really nice fish. Not big numbers, but when they got one, it was really a good fish. And they were just swimming a worm. Now, how simple is that? You throw a worm out with a small sinker, and you just reel it in. Basically, it's the simplest thing. Now, I was throwing some other stuff. I rigged me a trick worm up with a swivel, and I worked it around. I did catch one or two fish on that, but let me tell you, they were catching them better just throwing that speed worm. And all a speed worm is a worm with a cut tail. Now they were throwing one that was made by Strike King, little different tail, but it still basically did the same thing. But for people that don't know what a speed worm is, this is a speed worm. See that cut tail right there? Do you know where that came from? People say all the time, who invented the speed worm? Well, let me tell you, it all started with Gambler. Gambler's always been one of the favorite soft plastic companies, especially in Florida, but really all over the country. But they had a bait called a flapping shad. It's like a flapping shad is like a a fluke with a big paddle tail. And what someone figured out, that you could actually cut that tail, take that paddle tail, and put a little slice in it, and you could buzz it or you could swim it. Gave it a lot more action. Well, we used that bait down here for probably a couple of years, really good. I mean, that's all you needed. You could throw that thing out there and just swim it. And anyway, it worked really good. And then all of a sudden, Zoom came out with a horny toad that had two little paddle tails that had cuts in it. Then all of a sudden, now they come up with a speed worm, which is basically the same thing. But if that cut wasn't in there, that would be a paddle tail. That would be a paddle tail with a cut in it. It all came from Zoom, not from Zoom, from Gambler many, many years ago. So, it's funny how baits and things evolve over the years. But I'm telling you, that bait back years ago, that flapping shad with that cut tail, you could go out in the morning, that's all you'd throw all day long, catch fish on it all day. Well, right now, I think that's probably the best bait on the lake right now. Watermelon red was the color. Let me tell you, I don't know why they ate that bait so good. We've seen guys throwing June bug and other ones, but June bug red, speed worm, just fish till you catch a fish. And when you catch a fish, stop and look and see how far back in you were. Now, I tell everybody, start at the outside. Idle in, watch your electronics till you start seeing submerged grass. Start right there. That's where you want to start. We fished, there's places up there you can fish back in for a mile, back inside some of these places. And there's fish scattered all through there. But, and I think one thing too right now, the fish are very, very scattered. They're not concentrated in one little area like some of the guys are talking about, saying, Okeechobee, oh, you got to be in these areas where there's going to be 40 boats. No, it's not like that at all. I think the fact that that shrimp grass and eelgrass goes for miles now, I think it's got the fish scattered out a lot more. So you're going to be fishing for fewer bites, but you're looking for those big bites. And anyway, that's pretty much going to do it this morning. I'm looking forward. I got 2 trips today. I'm going to be riding in other guys' boats. One gentleman has a tournament coming up this weekend, a club tournament, and I'm going to show him what I think is going to be some good areas and what we did yesterday. I'm definitely going to show him this speed worm because I really think it made a difference yesterday. It's probably going to make a difference today. There were a few fish schooling in the mouth of Harney Pond Canal. Came in last night. I mean, the birds were working right there. We caught a few, and then it went away really fast. Caught 3 or 4 right there, and then it kind of went away. Don't know why that happened. Usually they'll bite, for an hour like that, but they didn't. Caught them really quick, and then that's pretty much over with. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm really looking forward to fishing with and making some new friends. I'm going to be fishing with some guys in their boats. I'm going to see their tackle, their electronics. I'm going to give them some advice on what I do. I'm going to carry an extra pole with me just in case the guys don't have one so they can feel the bottom when they get ready to take off. So anyway, until next time, guys. Hey, if you want me to ride in your boat, give Deb a call, 239-560-2704, and she'll make a arrangement. Trust me, we're getting so many calls for me to do this that it's hard to get everybody in. I've got 2 today, and we got them both right there at Harney Pond Canal. So I'll be fishing in the morning, and then daylight to dark today, guys. Daylight to dark. So, hey, it's fishing. It's fun.